Okay, Leanne Ely here, your Saving Dinner Dinner Diva from SavingDinner.com. We've got lasagna that we're making. Now, a lot of people say, I'm not going to make lasagna, it's too much of a hassle, and they like the stuff in the little red box, you know, the stuff I'm talking about. There it is right there, and that becomes people's dinner a lot of the times, and they don't even put a salad with it. I just want to tell you what's in it, because if you will look at the box and read the little packaging information, the little nutritional facts on the back, it's going to give you the nutrition for 1/3 of this. 1/3, okay? But the fact of the matter is most people are going to eat, especially a man, are going to eat that whole thing. And when they eat that whole thing, they're going to get 780 calories, almost 14 grams of fat, and get a load of this, 2,100 milligrams of sodium. Okay, that's over the top. That's way more than a day's need of sodium. So we're going to make a homemade version of this, and it's simple, it's easy, and it's fast. First of all, I've got a lasagna noodle. These are no-bake lasagna noodles. You can find them in any grocery store. You can also use just regular, not just regular lasagna noodles that do require pre-cooking, but you don't have to do that. All right, so here's how it's done. Well, first of all, let me start at the beginning. In the bottom of the pan, I've already started it, I've put a little bit of my spaghetti sauce on the bottom, about 1/4 of an inch all over the bottom of the pan, okay? Then I take my lasagna noodle and I put the ricotta cheese on it, and I'm trying to lower the fat, so I've got a non-fat ricotta cheese, and honestly, I can't tell the difference. And now I'm making a vegetarian version because this is a rich enough dish, really, we don't need the meat for this. So what I have here is a bunch of frozen organic spinach that I've sauteed an onion and thrown that in there, and the onion was done with a little bit of olive oil, and I've added just a little bit of garlic and salt and pepper, okay? So just throw that over the top. Real simple, real easy. You don't have to get exact or perfect about it. This is, I mean, for heaven's sakes, we're making lasagna. We're not making a masterpiece. Okay, then you're going to take just a little more sauce, drizzle that over the top. Over the top, over the top, over the top. Look how pretty it is. And then you're going to take your cheese. Again, I'm using a lower fat mozzarella. You can get the full fat mozzarella that's already shredded up. You can get the non-fat mozzarella that's already shredded up, or you get the low fat. I go in the middle with the low fat. I can't tell with the low fat. I can with the non-fat. That's like shredded rubber. It's like somebody took a super ball and just grated it over the top of your grater. I don't like that. So I've got measured out here a cup of cheese, and that's what I'm going to use for my entire lasagna. So I'm not going to use much, and I don't really need too much. Now again, what I'm doing, and I'll show you a trick with these noodles too. I'm taking the noodle and just using, see, I'm using a spreader. You can use a knife or anything, or some kind of a spatula. And I'm just doing it right directly onto the noodle. Look, like I'm spreading, I don't know, cream cheese onto a graham cracker or something. Seriously, easy, huh? So you put those down, and I've got 3 of those that we're going to do real quick, and I'm doing it purposely to show you how simple it is and how easy it is. And again, perfection is not what we're after here. We're trying to get a job done. We got family to feed, right? Okay, see how I'm putting them down? 1, 2, 3. Ricotta cheese all over the top. Smear it on, and we're done. Now, herbs and spices. I just, rather than having to mix this up with this or mix it up with that, I just get my basil and my oregano and shake, shake, shake all over the top of the ricotta. Shake, shake, shake all over the top of the ricotta. Simple. What do we do again? We've got sauce, and I really don't care what, I probably did it out of order, but it doesn't matter. And we've got more of the spinach with the onions in it. Just smear that sucker over the top. Looky there. Isn't it pretty? Okay. More cheese. And this is going to sound weird, but I put the rest of the cheese all over the top. I don't put a cheese thing over the top, because I always find that, one, the foil takes it off, or two, it gets too brown and crunchy. And listen, if I'm going to have cheese, I want to be able to taste it. So at this point, I get 3 more noodles. 1, 2, 3. Put that on the top, and I press it down. And then I take the remainder of my sauce, pour the sauce over the top like this, and believe it or not, I'm going to get a little bit of water, get the rest of my sauce. Probably that was about 1/4 cup of water, and I poured that right over the top. And then I'm going to make sure that my noodles are all covered. And what you should be seeing is this sauce-water combo coming up off the top, almost meeting the top of that lasagna, okay? So, now, this is the no-bake trick. 350 degrees is what you want your oven on. And we're going to take this, excuse the noise because I know the microphone's really picking this up. You're going to take this foil, fold it in half. What you've done then is made a tent, okay? Put that on the top. See? Your little crease helps you to pull it up and over the top so that it's not touching the tomato sauce. If you're touching the tomato sauce, what ends up happening is you get a little bit of a chemical reaction there, and the foil pits, and there's little specks of aluminum foil in your sauce, and you don't want that. So put that in your oven at 350 degrees, cook it for an hour, let it sit for 15 minutes, and you can dig in. And the calories and the sodium and the fat and everything is going to be in place, and it'll be a good, healthy meal and something you'll enjoy. Enjoy.